Hello. Hello, you kindred spirits. It's your girl Ngoc. Here with episode 11, her second double-digit episode. I'm doing this because, well, this is very strange to me. It's an audio file, and you're listening to this. I'm doing this because I've been listening to a lot of TED Talks lately, and they've been very inspiring, and they've been amazing to hear. And it seems like they're close to me in my ear, and I felt like I can do the same to you guys. Well, not the same to you guys, but perhaps this will make my blog much more interesting, and something you don't have to read, but you can listen to, and something probably more portable. This is not 13 Reasons Why. I'm not trying to do that because I'm not dead yet, but let's get right into it. So in 2 days, it will be exactly 1 month since I've started this massive blog where I vent and I dramatize my life to make your lives much more interesting. So I invite you to sit back for a short while and relax, because you're going to witness me turn a simple idea into an analytical essay. Today's episode will place a spotlight into the battles of the heart between what you want and what others want of you. Prepare yourselves, people. Flashback. I was in health doing CPR on this little mannequin, which I have taken the liberty to name Sweet Georgia. Yep. So you guys know when we're doing CPR that we've got to give our mannequins 5 cycles of chest compressions and 2 breaths in between. Well, as I was giving my 3rd chest compression on Sweet Georgia here on the floor, for 2 seconds, just for 2 seconds, it felt so real. The motion of pressing on that mannequin became very familiar, and my mind was in the moment, focused on saving this thing. It felt as if Sweet Georgia was a real person, and I was actually a doctor trying to bring her back to life. And at that moment, I just knew. I knew, and that's all that matters. So let me pose a question. Have you felt that before? Where you're doing something and for a moment you can imagine yourself doing that thing for a long time. That maybe, just maybe, this is it. And this is the dream that you've been waiting for all along. Well, if you happen to have not felt such a thing yet, it's okay, because I promise you that one day you will. Just take my next piece of cliche advice here, and by which is to go out there and explore all your options, and you'll find something that just clicks. Well, I hope that is the way for you. I hope that you will find something that clicks. Well, thanks to Sweet Georgia here, I realized that saving people is a superhero power. And it's something I would like to experience over and over and over and over again. Before Sweet Georgia, I just went to the bakery because of its state-of-the-art education. And while I did consider the medical field to be a possible career choice, I was blatantly uninterested. I also thought that since everyone around me wanted to be a doctor, it was just a really cliche career, like really, really, really cliche. But now I know why it is as it is. So this morning, not this morning, but about 2 mornings ago, I told my mom what I'd realized, and she was like, "I told you so." She's been, as you can see, she's been pushing me to seriously consider becoming a doctor since the beginning of sophomore year, when she finally realized what type of high school I was attending. She honestly had no idea before. And so she'd give me these sad speeches of how her neighbors would die after the Vietnam War when there were no doctors there to save any of them. Yeah, there's that. So because this area had no doctors, it was all herbal treatments and whatever knowledge they thought they knew. I'd feel bad when she told me these stories, but at the same time, I would disconnect myself from them for fear that I may actually take up her advice and become as she wants me to be, just so she can be happy. And perhaps in the process of doing something so that she can be happy, maybe I can be happy too. So I was really scared. I was practically freaked that if I let that pathos get to me, I choose a path that my parents wanted, not what I wanted. It's a blurry line, you know. That line that's there to tell you the difference between what people around you want and what you want for yourself. However, I can proudly say that I've found my own path without their influence, and there's this sense of independence. Yeah, I did have some influence again, but I definitely, definitely does feel that I did choose this path on my own. And if you've ever watched Brave, yeah, I'm talking about that princess movie, Merida made her own fate, and we can all do the same. Sure, we can allow some amount of influence into our life for daily decisions, you and I can't tell you how much here. You decide for yourself. No pressure. Because there will always be external influence to initiate internal battles for the rest of your life. Influence isn't bad to allow yourself to have, but choice is the one thing you must have, the one thing that you should be allowed to own. And as you're exploring your inner self, meaning what motivates you and what you really like to do, what you definitely dislike, who you surround yourself with, your life goals, and I must stress this part again. Your life goals. Okay. So before you figure out anything specific, and this idea applies everywhere, I encourage you to start from a vague standpoint. Start small and safe. Start somewhere where you're comfortable first, and then go out there and spread your wings. Don't forget though, it's okay if your wings catch on fire at one point, and it's definitely okay to fall from the sky in shambles. You'll die figuratively, but you're still alive. Am I right? And again, this isn't new advice at all. I'm just restating what's already in fine print, what you guys already know. And it's never too early or too late to explore all your options. And it's definitely all right to accidentally head down the wrong path if you already are. It's okay to start anew, to start over. It's okay. Look, if you forgot everything I just said, at least remember this. This is your life. You have full command. You are the pilot. And I'll probably continue to stress this idea in every future episode because it's important, it's relevant, and it's crucial that you absolutely get this. You, yes you, and okay, prepare yourselves for the next cheesy amount of sentences. I promise you it's going to be cheesy. Stay with me. You, yes, you have the ability to choose your ride. There will be turbulence. There will be storms. There will be winds pushing against your windshields, away from your set destination. But as long as you know where you want to go, the destination that you choose for yourself, and as long as you will fight your way to get there, then that's all that matters. This was Ngoc reporting, and she's glad you chose to ride Ngoc Airlines today. Thank you.